Only 6 games left of the Premier League season. What is going to happen in game week 33?
Time to take your seat.
You'll never stop this fight. I will never let you go. But who am I to say? Maybe by now you should know. You got your somebody calling, you think you're somebody, don't you? I think you're scared of keeping somebody close.
Manchester City, the kings of English football.
Yes, guys, and welcome back to Premier League game week 33. Today is going to be, it could be a crucial game in the top half and that race for the top 5 now, because we'll get into that later on. But for now, here's this. Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan 10 at checkout. Peace. And we're starting off with Brentford versus Brighton Hove Albion, who pretty much is in that top battle for 5 Champions League places. We could have from, let's say, 1st to 5th Champions League, potentially 6th, if somehow Arsenal win the Champions League. Then we'll get another place if Man United or Tottenham win the Europa League, and we'll get another position if Chelsea win the Conference League. So we could have 8 or 7 teams in the the Champions League next season. Oh. But all that Brighton played against Leicester and absolutely destroyed them. No, they didn't destroy them. They got Leicester City got a point. Leicester City scoring goals. Like, that's the first, isn't it, there now? And Brentford played against Arsenal and held Arsenal, which means Liverpool only need 6 more points if Arsenal keep dropping points. And I'm going to say Brighton and Hove Albion to win this game by 2 goals to 1 at the Brentford Community Stadium. No guest this week because it's Easter. And we now move to Crystal Palace versus AFC Bournemouth. Now, AFC Bournemouth played against Fulham and they won inside, let's say, 50 seconds. 1 goal in the first minute, and that was it for goals. Very weird, but yeah. And Palace played against Man City and they were 2-0 up. They could have been 3-0 up, but then losing 5-2. So yeah, On that basis, on that basis, I'll say it will be a 2. But Bournemouth now are probably potentially out of the European races. I mean, you never know if Arsenal. I mean, you never know if the European races are up at the moment. But I'm going to go 2-2 draw in this game, and we now go to Everton versus Man City, now who are no longer in that top 4 because of Newcastle, and Forest both in there. I think they're 5th now on Man City. So somehow they're going to end up in Europe. I do not know how, but they might not end up in Europe. I'm not sure. But not even. I think they're 8th at the moment. No, not. I think they're 5th or 3rd. I'm not sure really at the moment. But yeah, against an Everton team who are very much in form, beating Nottingham Forest 1-0 in the last minute. Can they go and beat Man City? Probably not. It's Man City. I'm going to go 3-0 to Man City. We now move to a game at the bottom end of the table, and the crucial one if you're West Ham versus Southampton, who, as we know, are already down, but gave Aston Villa a 1 for their money. They might be down, but they're going down with a fight. 3-0 defeat to Villa, but they played well for the first half. And West Ham played against Liverpool, and let's say got absolutely battered. To be fair, no, he didn't actually. It was 2-1. but it could have been a lot. But West Ham deserved it could have gone anyway. That game could have gone anyway. But I'm going to go West Ham 2, Southampton 1. I think they will score. Now we go to a game which is big in terms of the top half. In Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Now, Newcastle are third because they beat Crystal Palace on Wednesday night 5-0 to go third. And Villa are no longer in Champions League football, so they have got now just a clear focus on the league. But I mean, and also the semi-finals of the FA Cup as well. I think they're in that. I think they're in the FA Cup thing as well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this game could have huge ramification to the top to the top half of this table, and I am going to say that it will be a 2-all draw between Aston Villa and Newcastle. Now we go to Fulham versus Chelsea. Now Chelsea played against it and drew. Yes, drew. You've heard that correctly. They drew. They were 2-0 down to it in the first half, and then Chelsea came vengeance, going a goal from Jadon Sancho and an own goal, I think. But on the other hand, Fulham lost to Bournemouth on the night, and I am going to say that it will be on Sunday. Another 2-all between Chelsea and Fulham. We now move to Ipswich versus Arsenal. Now, Arsenal are Champions League semi-finalists. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. FA Cup semi-finalists are Arsenal. But Ipswich, on the other hand, need all the points they can get at the moment. I mean, Arsenal, will they be tired after playing against Real Madrid? I mean, will Arsenal more points? Liverpool, if Arsenal drop points against Ipswich, then Liverpool will win to win the league. So Liverpool could have the league wrapped up inside 2 games. This is probably earlier than anything in the league. And I'm going to say it will be a 3-2 win to Arsenal. Late. We now go to Man United versus Wolverhampton. Now we are currently playing in we hopefully have got through in the Europa League tonight. Filming this, and also Joshua Zirkzee is out for the rest of the season with a hamstring injury, which is fantastic. But I mean, hopefully it's happening at the end of the season. But we've been playing some horrendous football, losing to Newcastle 4-1 embarrassingly as well. Full of mistakes by both. Full of mistakes by Alderweireld played against Onana. Against a Wolves team who beat Spurs very comfortably 4-1. What can we do against Man United? I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Wolves. I'm saying that, I don't know how I'm saying that because we're shit at the moment. We now go to the last game on Sunday, which is Leicester City versus Liverpool. Now, look, if Leicester City lose this game and if Wolves or West Ham win, Leicester are pretty much mathematically down. So anything can happen with this game. But against Liverpool, who Virgil van Dijk this afternoon has just signed a brand new contract with Liverpool, keeping him at the club for another couple of years, Liverpool fans, which is fantastic news for you. I'm going to say it'll be 4-0 to Liverpool, and we go to the last game on Monday night, which is Tottenham Hotspur versus Nottingham Forest, who in the last couple of games have had blips. They've had some minor hiccups, losing 2 games on the spin, I think it is now. But can they get back to winning ways against Spurs? Probably yes. It is Tottenham Hotspur for all we know. Spurs 1, Forest 2, and that will bring Premier League Game Week 33 to an end. And I will see you in a couple of hours' time. As Tom is saying this, I will be on my way to a game of football. But I'm not going to tell you what game of football it is until the day. It's a game right down the bottom of the league. It could be a crucial game in the league, in the team's phase, in the season. But I'll see you lot in a few hours' time for that one. And until then, I'll leave you with, will Leicester be down? Will Liverpool be one step closer to another Premier League title. And what will happen? Who will grab the top 4, well, top 5 now with open hands? Find all that out. A lot more in Game Week 34. Good.